Hello YouTubers, welcome to my channel. In this video you're going to see how I change my put a new chain on using a link breaker. It's my Cube GTC Pro carbon bicycle, which I've done Land's End on a Groats on last couple of years ago, and how to use a chain stretch tool and use a split link to change the chain. But you can also use a chain breaker, but I'll explain. Roll the cues. So I've got my bike on the stand already and the wheel is removed. The first thing to do is to make sure that when you take a photo normally and when you remove the chain, because it's quite easy to get it wrong, and then you've put the split link back in and then you find you've rove the train the wrong way round. So always take a photo. It's quite easy to get it confused. The particular chain I'm using is worn out. I'll show you what a chain stretch tool is for, but the most important thing to remember is when you change your chain, if you let it get stretched past a certain point, then it starts to wear the rear cassette and the front chain ring. So this is a chain stretch tool. I'll talk about this a little bit later in the video near the end, so watch out. So this is the old chain, new chain. I matched it up because I got it wrong before, and if you have a short link or a long link, you can snap the derailleur, it'll all be wrong. Gearing, indexing won't work. So this is the old chain and the new chain side by side. All the chains never come at the correct length. This is where people get this confused. So you have to match them up side by side and make sure they're some of the directional as well, the chain. So you make sure it's in the right direction, and you have to remove the appropriate links to make the chain exact. So you've got to make sure you get it the right way round and directional. So this is your link extract tool. You can get them from most cycle shops. I've put a link in the description if you want to purchase one via Amazon. They're an amazing piece of kit that easily removes the link in the chain without damaging it. So I'm winding the link extractor clockwise, righty-tighty, and you'll feel it as the link comes out. You don't have to use much pressure to do this. So you can see me roving the chain round through the derailleur and onto the chain ring. So the chain's on. I have real problems with the split link, so I've used the original. It's only a bike that I use on Zwift. So the last thing to check is chain stretch, okay? Now this is the old chain, and this is a chain stretch tool. And if you put this in, it's got two measurements. One's tolerable where it's wearing. So if you look, that won't go in there. It will go in there, sorry, because this is the old chain. And then when I put it on the other setting, which is 0.075, so you insert the hook part in the chain, put it in, it just flies in there, which means it's stretched, which means it's now wearing your front cassette, sorry, your rear cassette and your bottom bracket front chain ring, okay? So this is now the new chain. It's all ready to go. It's going in my Zwift, so I'm not putting the back wheel on. And then if you look, this, inserting it in there, it will not go in, and vice versa. If you look, so hook the hook in and it won't go in. Okay, so that chain now is brand new. So that's what you want, a chain stretch tool. Once you go into the tolerance on the 0.75 mil. Once it won't go in there, but it'll soon start going in there. That's fine, that's just worn in. And then when it goes on to the 0.10 millimeter, you know it's trying to change.
If you don't change it, then you wear your rear cassette out, and then you wear your front chain ring out, and your indexing, which is your gears, will not work, okay? I'm just going to do a puncture on this and put it back on the Zwift machine.
This is a split link rivet tool for bikes. Have you ever tried to get your split link off? Anyway, as you've seen in the other part of this video, I've got the chain on now. I've put a back wheel on so I can oil the chain and check it. So here's your split link. There's the other side of the split. You've got to be really careful. These will spring off and you'll lose them, okay? Now, if I'll try and do it by hand, which sometimes it works if you've got it under tension, okay? Now I don't know if you can, let's just home this in a bit, there you go. So what these do, it's all lined up, it's on the bottom front tooth of the cassette, and the bottom of the back. So you've got tension, and what happens is, yeah, that's gone in. That's typical, isn't it? Okay, yeah, that's in. So if you look, you can see that's in. But if you're having trouble, and I carry this when I'm cycling, but I use this bike on the Zwift. This is a tool, so you can put it in the links. It works back to front, look. So you can, when you need to take the chain off, you can place it in there. You place it over the two. To get it off, you put it in that one and that one, so outside of the link, and it'll pull it apart easy. That is the hardest bit to get off normally when it's been on there a while. So you put it either side of the link and squeeze. And then to put it back on, you do it the opposite way around and squeeze out. So cyclists always carry one of these. If your chain goes, obviously you're stuck sometimes, but it's worth carrying it in your bag, okay? The only thing left to do is to oil the chain. I've checked for stretch, and I'll index it now with the barrel adjuster. That's for another video. Hold tight. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I look forward to posting more videos for your perusal. Hold tight.